Welcome back, guys. Your better done. Top of the morning, top of the morning. So yeah, guys, I just woke up. Oh, it's around 8. Let me just grab the phone. It's around 8. Yeah, around 8:27. I don't know if you guys can see. My wallpaper is crazy, guys. But yeah, guys, so I wanted to do a young day in a life because I'm going to do an analysis video. So I just wanted to show you how my morning is. Today I woke up a bit late because I had a very, very crazy night last night because I was back testing a strategy. Even now I'm in trades. I'm not sure how good the trades are now. So I was just pushing a strategy. But yeah, guys, boy not looking bad in the morning. So yeah, guys, just woke up. I'm just gonna do my morning routine and I'm just gonna take you guys through it, and then from there we'll be able to do an analysis video with you guys. And then yeah, now I'm just gonna do my morning plan. So we're just gonna go through. I'm not necessarily big on going through the charts immediately when I wake up because of still a bit fatigued. So I'm one person, I like to go through the charts a bit later into the morning. So let's just get into how me freshening up. So yeah, guys, I'm finished with my routine, face routine and everything. So I'm just gonna take a shower. You guys will see me when I dress to prepare for my day, and then we're gonna jump on straight to the charts.
Alright guys, this is your brother Don back again with another video. So I just want to check my audio if it's working. Alright, so I tried doing this analysis on the PC. Guys, I tried doing it on the PC, but it's not working. And then I did an earlier on video, but what happened is that my thing, my audio on my iPhone was not on. So I am using the phone right now for this video. And guys, let me tell you, this is just today's trade. This is just today's analysis. This whole drop, I think it was from here to here. This is only today's trade. I would have taken the sell, I would have put this whole sell right here, but based off the same strategy. But I will show you guys. So I wanna first come here and explain the strategy. I feel like I need to type. So rule number one that you're going to need is the 4-hour time frame, right? That's number one. Number two, what you're going to need to make sure is that find a trend. You need to find a trend, whether up or down, where you need to find a trend. Find a trend. And then the second thing is that last candle open, OP, and close and close and CL, OP and CL. And then from there, find your price levels or liquidity, liquidity level or liquidity level. So that's the whole strategy as a whole up there, right? So that's everything you will need for this strategy. Now, I've been training over this strategy for a couple of days now, and it has been working for me quite nicely. I won't lie to you guys. I have been catching multiple powerful trades. So far, with trying this strategy, I'm saying I've been going full margin, just making sure that I try the strategy fully. It's all about learning. I think for me, I didn't want to use this on a demo because I feel like on a demo you can try it out, but if it works, why not let it work having money? And why not lose real money, you know? That was the thing, because once you lose real money, you're able to refine the strategy, you're able to learn from it, right? So let me continue. So let's say this is now the candle we are looking for, right? The open and close, right? This is the candle we are looking for. So let's just say market was trending. Okay, let me just put this like this, just there, open, close. Okay, so I just wanted to refine that. So here we found what a trend. We found a trend that has what this in this trend we have a liquidity level right here, which is our lowest, which is probably our lowest point and also where our demand zone is resting. So if I were to put this is most probably where my demand zone is resting. So this is where most probably I'd want to see price come to. Right. That's the whole strategy, right? Demand zone or liquidity area. Let me just mark out that as a liquidity area, a liquidity area. Okay. I think I'm just going to write external liquidity ERL. Let's just say that is our liquidity. And we see this candlestick, this gray candlestick pierced what? Pierced the open and the close of this candle. Once you see this candle, once you see this candle, you come, uh, you mark out your box here, you mark out your box, and on your box, you want to actually come here to the coordinates because you would have used a Fibonacci, but I don't want to use a Fibonacci because Fibonacci has been so confusing. But initially with the strategy, you need a Fibonacci, but I don't want to use a Fibonacci. So now it's pierced. So you want to see candle come at least to the 50%. Then you're targeting what? You're targeting your ERL as your initial target. Meaning, if you were to take this trade, this is how your trade would look. Mainly stops would be there. Let me just put that like that, and then TP would be right there. That is a 1:5, not a bad trade. Remember, one thing that I will tell you about trading, a lot of people are missing this. A lot of people want to catch a huge move. No, get your strategy right and up your lot size. Up your lot size. That's all you need. Because let's say I was just trading. I'm just gonna show you guys down here. I'm gonna go down here and I'm going to show you. And as you can see in real time, price is moving down. So I will show you guys this whole move that is happening on Nasdaq right now. I called this move out on Monday. That is why I'm saying on this YouTube channel, I do wanna do more of your analysis, a bit more of your analysis. So I just wanna delete that so that I can really just refine this area of price and just show you what's happening, right? So even today, like literally from Monday, I would have called out buys. Now, I want to highlight something that maybe someone would have said, no, this is where price. So when price opened, it opened at this very strong level, right? At this level right here. So someone else would have said that price on Monday it's gonna go and close the gap. Let me tell you, it's not gonna do that. Why? Because if you can think about it, price moved from a very strong area of demand. Because of price moved from a very strong area of demand, that already tells you the market cycle. That already tells you where direction is going, right? There was a stronger demand. There was a stronger demand right here. This is where price tapped in, made a bigger demand, and then if we can use this level we had a strong area because of now we had um a very very and an SEL trade. So meaning market swept, if I can put it much closer and put it like that, market sweep this area of liquidity, tapped in and pushed up. So because of we have that SEL sweep, this would have indicated for you that once price has done that, obviously when it gets there, it's not gonna just drop again. Market needs to go find a strong area of supply. Strong area of supply, which is around there, right? That's just you adding on to what you've understood. Why do I say this was a strong area of supply? Because market got here, sweep this low, came, swept, and market could have done what? Market traders would have been caught here because this would have been a smart money concept trap where someone said the previous lows were sweep, so price is gonna move up, and then as you can see, price did move up, did somewhat. Someone would have said it was a change of character and would have wanted to what to buy up price to where to a fair value gap right here. Let me tell you, market doesn't always move in market moves in cycles, only in cycles. It does not move where you see a fair value gap or what market moves in cycles. So you have to know the market cycle before you can actually decide on trading, right? So no problem. Let me continue. How did I think about the sell that we are currently in? I missed this trade. That is why I'm not really talking much about it, but I did want to do a strategy video about it. So yeah, as you guys can see right here was where I don't know what's this. Okay, I don't know what's happening with my trading view. I think because yeah, no, it's no problem. This is when you're using trading view too much. There are so many settings and stuff. Right, let me just go to the coordinates again. So, since I don't have a replay here, I might just do a replay on the daily just so that you guys can see how uh, significant this strategy is. Okay, let me just go back to the 4 hour because I'll be confusing you guys. So here was what was the candlestick close. Let me just zoom in so that you guys can see. So this was candlestick open, this was candlestick close. Now, because of we had that, we already knew that we had the next candle. It's not about sweeping, yes, the candlestick high and low. No, this strategy is based off sweeping the candlestick close or candlestick open. Like here, this area. This one would have what swept what the candlestick open, and next candlestick you would have continued with that. Like here, this candlestick open was swept and this was pushed up. And if I would use the strategy to buy here, I would have put on the 50% and I would have put my entry just right there, targeting what? If I'm looking historically, I would have targeted right there, this area of liquidity. I think the best area of liquidity, because of we already sweep this high, I would have maybe looked to go there. I would have maybe looked to go there. So I would have put my targets right there. And because my entry was just on that candlestick, I would have came out by the time the blue candlestick had printed. So this was what this was a 3 to 4 type of trade. Let me actually make it a 3 to 1. Yeah, so this was a proper risk trade, right? So that was the entry. And as simple as that, I had my close and open, I had market sweep, want the next candlestick to just tap in, and I would have pushed up. Same thing with here. I had what? I had it sweep the high and the open and the close. I mean the whole candle was swept, and I would have put my entry right there. Stops would have been exactly at that candlestick high. Which liquidity area am I looking at? Honestly, this one was a very simple trade, very simple setup. I would have made a lot of money from this one. Probably around 500 to $1,000 on this one. It was a very, very simple trade. And yeah, it's all about upscaling your lot size, guys. And again, what happened here? We had a candle sweep right here. And then what did we do? Would have put it right here, looking what for the candlestick to sweep the 50%. What did the candlestick do? We had a push up. So it's still pushed up, but as long as it does not close here, as long as it does not close here, your strategy is still valid. Strategy is still valid. You would have maybe entered a bigger sell there. However, your strategy is still valid. Let me tell you, strategy is still valid. If anyone were to tell you no, the strategy doesn't work, let me tell you, they don't use it. They do not use it. And you would have put your entry just right there after the 50%. Would have put stops exactly there at that wick. I would have put my stops just at that wick. And what am I targeting? I'm targeting this area of liquidity right here. So you would have been in this trade. And how are you going to be able to scale in? Scale in right here. Here's another scale in trade. We had open and close, and then we had this candlestick right here. It went what? It tapped the 50%. I would have put my stop loss just at that week high right there, and I would have put my TP where would have targeted this area of liquidity because this is the closest area of liquidity I do see is right here. So, as I'm saying to you guys, that this strategy is very, very simple. Once you found your trend, you just ride it. You just ride it. This would have been three cells. I would have made $1,000 here. I would have made another $1,000 most probably here. I would have made another 500 to 750 here. So just in 1 week, just in 1 week, you would have secured a clean 500 to maybe 3,500 to 5,500, depending. Understand? So it'll just depend on when I'm ready to actually, but I will show you guys on live markets because I can guarantee you guys there's still a lot more liquidity levels. Like right here, there's still another liquidity level. Clone one more time. There's still more. Like if you were to take this whole cell all the way to the downside, that's why I'm saying to you guys that this thing works. This thing works. You see, the minute I found this strategy, I knew that if I want something long term, this is what I need. And let me tell you, I will show you guys a scout strategy just so that while you're waiting for this to mature, because literally I was not wanting to jump on these buys. Why? Because the whole week it was not working. The 50%. Here I didn't have an entry. Here I didn't have an entry. Like literally, this is Monday. So this is for our 8 o'clock, 12, 2 o'clock. I didn't have an entry. Even at 3, like even at 3 o'clock, here's the 50%. Let me show you guys. But I didn't have an entry. Literally the whole buying week. The only time, even here, you can see we had candlestick sweep and then this one tapped in, but this one was not a tap in the way we wanted, so that's why I didn't enter this one for a sell. I thought it was gonna sell here, but then when I looked left, I looked at this level was not as it didn't hold that strong for the sell. It just it just gapped away. So you can see that there are two gaps that the market was trying to fill. That is why I'm saying try to use this strategy on Nasdaq because it left a gap here. After leaving a gap, it sold. Literally, it sold, meaning this gap was a more motivation to buy this thing than anything. Left the gap and bought. Here, it left the gap. That's why it came back to tap in. That is why at the lowest point, you after seeing the sweep and the 50%, literally here, let me show you guys before I end the video. Literally here, what do we see? We see we see an open and I mean an open here, a close there. What do we see? We see that candlestick being swept. Right after it's being swept, we are now waiting for what? We are now waiting for a 50% retest. We are now waiting for a 50% retest. Uh, this one didn't give us, so no entry, no entry. This one almost gave us. This one almost gave us, but no entry. This one right here gave us our entry. This one right here, this candlestick gave me my entry. So I would have entered on that 50%. I would have put my stop loss just at that wick. What am I targeting? If I wanna make proper money, I would have targeted this first first fair value gap. And as you can see, what did we have? We had price push up, 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 come back, right? So when it came back, what did we have? We had a sweep right here. And with this buy in, I would have not closed it. This is the wonders of this strategy. You don't need to close. I would have not closed it. Instead, I would have what? I would have waited rather it go back because I would have put by the time it's here, I would have put stop loss at break even. So I wouldn't close my buy. Instead, I would wait to see. So here I would have taken my short very, very nicely because of what? Um, this is where I would have taken my short, put my stop loss up there, targeted what? Targeted that low, that sweep. So this would have closed me at break even and then went to the downside and then I would have waited for a re-entry for my buy. So here we didn't have a sweep of the close. This candlestick went above, didn't have any entry. This one we didn't have an entry. We only had an entry right here because this one closed above. So this was a very, very small area. But this was a big enough confirmation for me to be like, see, I jump in for the buy the dawn, and then I would have put it there, and then boom, that would have been my trade back again to hit my initial TP. And then, guys, like the whole, even in this whole consolidation, there were so many trades. I'm just trying to show you, and I will be showing you results. I will be showing you results, but I just didn't want to sit on my hands. I wanted to show you guys the strategy, give it to you guys so that you guys can understand that if I am trading, watch this, guys. I have a goal, and I want everyone who's watching my YouTube channel to listen to me and understand what I'm saying. The month of April. The month of April is about to become my biggest month ever since I've been in Forex. I started Forex in 2019. I started being profitable in 2022. It's been 3 years now. That is what I'm saying. In this 3 years, it's been a journey of trial and error, trial and error, trial and error. So, what I'm trying to tell you guys is that really, really lock in, really lock into this strategy. Trust me. If you wanna understand, you guys can send your comments down below. If you guys want me to tell you where I got this strategy, guys, if you swipe on TikTok and whatever, and TikTok will see based off your content, or what is this person really watching? I got this strategy. The guy calls it the EDP, right? Engulfing something, something. But this is the strategy. this is the strategy. If you wanna go and research it, just go research EDP. It's fine. Go get the strategy, go learn about it. This pays like crazy. Why I'm using the 4 hour, it is the most long-term time frame I've ever seen. There are going to be scout strategies, but what I'm saying is that April is about to become the biggest month for me in ever since my trading industry, right? Ever since my trading journey, April is about to become the biggest trading ever. So yeah, guys, this is your boy Don. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, keep on pushing, keep on loving this video, keep on pushing, guys.